Hi guys, welcome to Calm Signal. I wanted to share a video today that makes you stop and think. Um, it's not pointing a finger at anybody, certainly. It's just really about us taking some responsibility and what our kids see and what they learn and what they hear. So today I'm going to share something that has been on my mind for quite some time. As parents, grandparents, and caregivers and teachers, we spend so much time wondering if we're saying the right things. Yeah, I could think of countless times if I thought I said the right thing or not. We tell our children to be kind. We tell them to be patient. We tell them to believe in themselves. We tell them to apologize when they're wrong. We tell them to take care of themselves. But here's a question I had to ask myself. Are they seeing me do those things? Because children learn far more from what we live than from what we say. From the moment they're born, we're their first example of life. Very true. We don't exactly imprint like ducks, but we are their first teachers. They watch how we speak to ourselves. They watch how we handle disappointment and frustration and anger, and they watch us how we treat our spouses and our friends, how we talk on the telephone, how we treat the cashier at the grocery store, how we treat the waitress at the restaurant, and even complete strangers, which those people generally are. They're quietly collecting information every single day. They're learning what love looks like and what anger looks like, what stress looks like, and what forgiveness looks like, what peace looks like, and not from a book. No, from us. For a long time, I thought being a good parent meant doing everything for my child. Making sure she had what she needed and helping with school and protecting her and encouraging her. And those things are definitely important. But one of the greatest lessons I learned is that the most powerful gift that I could give wasn't perfection. It was becoming more aware of myself. Because when I begin noticing my own thoughts, my own reactions, and my own anxiety and my own habits, I realized something. If I wanted peace for my child, I had to begin creating peace for myself. Children don't need perfect parents. They need parents who are willing to grow together, parents who can say, I was wrong, parents who can apologize, parents who can admit they don't have all the answers, parents who continue learning. That teaches something far more valuable than pretending we've got everything figured out and under control. It teaches humility. It teaches courage. It teaches resilience. And one of the greatest acts of self-love we can practice is speaking kindly to ourselves. To ourselves. Think about how often we criticize ourselves out loud. We've all done it. I'm guilty. Saying I'm stupid. I always mess things up. I'm not good enough. Imagine hearing those words every day as a child. Eventually, they begin believing that's how people are supposed to speak to themselves. Now imagine something different. Imagine your child hearing, I made a mistake, but I'll learn from that. Today was hard, but tomorrow is another opportunity. I'm proud of myself for trying. Those simple words become permission. Permission for them to meet themselves with compassion. The same is true with the rest. If we never stop, we never breathe, we never take care of ourselves, what message are we sending? That our worth comes from constant productivity? Or are we showing them that it's healthy to pause, healthy to recharge, healthy to protect our peace? Our children don't just inherit our eye color or our smile. They often inherit our relationships with ourselves. That's why our healing matters, our awareness matters, our willingness to grow matters, not because we're trying to become perfect, but because every step we take towards peace becomes something they can walk towards as well. Sometimes we think changing the world requires something huge. Maybe it becomes much smaller. Maybe it begins with taking one deep breath before reacting, taking a pause, choosing patience instead of anger, putting the phone down and making eye contact. This is huge today. Listening without fixing, saying I love you, saying I'm sorry, showing gratitude, giving ourselves grace. These little moments become the memories our children carry into adulthood. Years from now, they may not remember every conversation, but they'll remember how home felt, how we made them feel. Do they feel safe? Do they feel accepted? Do they feel peaceful? And here's something that gives me hope. No matter where you've been, no matter what mistakes you've made, today is a new opportunity. Children don't need parents with perfect histories. They need parents who are willing to choose differently today. And every calm response, every apology, every moment of self-respect, every act of kindness plants a seed. Some seeds grow immediately. Others take years. But they matter. So today, I simply want to leave you with this thought. If your child became the person you are becoming today, would you be proud? Not because you're perfect, but because you're growing. Because perhaps the greatest gift we will ever leave our children isn't money. It isn't success. It isn't possessions. It's showing them what it looks like to become a peaceful, loving, self-aware human being. And that journey begins with us. Thank you for being here, and take care of yourselves, because someone is learning from the way you live. Thanks for listening. I hope this settles in well, because I really think that we could do a great service to our children. I mean, when you think about it, they are the future. I've always said that. Thanks for watching. Until then, keep the calm.